Hello everyone, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing Historic Elves. That's right, I've heard quite a bit about this deck floating around in Historic. I know the Elves and Goblins seem to be doing pretty well. I don't necessarily think I consider it super competitive, but it's a fun deck, and I've been kind of in a funk lately, trying to find some decks that have been, mostly playing towards my playstyle, which is just playing the game for oodles of fun. And that's what this deck's going to do for me. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. There is a little bit of cheese in there, but we'll see how this goes. So let's start off from the top, and we'll get this through this right away. Allosaurus Shepherd, 1/1, can't be countered. Green spells you cast can't be countered, which control decks are going to love, by the way. And you can dump 6 mana into it and turn each elf into a base 5/5 creature and a dinosaur in addition to other creatures of type. This came in the Jumpstart set. This is the reason why I wanted to build the deck in the first place. It's just oodles of fun because you have a whole bunch of small elves that you can cast really, really quick, and then make them all 5/5s, gigantic creatures, and then just overrun people. That's kind of the basis behind the deck. You do want to be able to keep some of your things alive, like the Allosaurus Shepherd, for example. So we're going to go with 4 copies of Blossoming Defense. The +2/+2 is actually super helpful for combat, too. It's a great combat trick, but the Hexproof comes in whenever they're trying to do spot removal. So that comes in handy as well. Llanowar Elves, because Llanowar Elves help for ramping. We're only going to go with 2 copies of Pelt Collector. I started this deck originally with 4, but I've kind of slowly picked them away. I mean, he's good, he's okay, but really where the deck's going isn't going to be getting very large creatures except for 1, so there's only a couple of chances for him to get much bigger than he already is. Dwynen's Elite, a 2/2. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it creates an additional elf, because again, we're going with Allosaurus Shepherd. We're trying to get all of our elves to be 5/5s and just overrun people. We're also going to have a couple of our Anthem effects. We're going to do the Elvish Clancaller. We're only going to do 2 of those. You can spend 6 mana to go find another one if you want. Okay. I was also finding that I needed spot removal. I was finding that there are creatures on the other side that I just need to get out of the way before something happened, and I love doing it at instant speed, which is where Ram Through is going to come in. We're going to do 4 copies of that. Wildborn Preserver, because you're going to be casting so many creatures, you're going to have a bunch of excess mana floating around. You can just dump into Wildborn Preserver and just get them bigger and bigger, which is fantastic. Impervious Perfect is 2/2, but it is another Anthem effect, and they're giving you 6 throughout the deck. And you can also create more elves, which is even better. So that's where she's really. That's why I went with more of this than I did the Chandler. You can go 8 if you want. Like if you want to do 2 Chandlers and 2 Perfects, or 4 and 4, that could work. I just decided not to go that direction. Steel Leaf Champion. I keep looking back on how fun Dominaria was as a set, how much I enjoyed it as a set. It really returned back to the days of what it was like whenever I first started playing Magic back in the late 90s, when that was the only plane that we were aware of. And this card was one of my favorites that came out of the set. Beast Whisperer is going to be in there for additional card draw. It is 4 mana, but whenever you cast a creature spell, which is basically the entire deck, you're going to be drawing cards, which means you can cast more creatures, which is oodles of fun. It just continues to steamroll through. Mana base, super easy, Castle Garenbrig, and then of course 16 Forest. So if you are currently running Elves in Historic, let me know what deck you're running in the comments down below. I'd love to know. While you're there, hit the like button, subscribe button, be super helpful for the channel. I do appreciate it all. So all of that out of the way, let's go play some games in Historic with some elves. I'm freely going to admit this is the second time I've recorded this video. I did the old thing again where I wasn't paying attention, and my son had the volume cranked all the way up on OBS. So I knew that I wouldn't want to release that video. It's because, I am struggling getting content out recently. I'm in a bit of a funk recently. Ooh. Yes, please. More of this, please. I have been in a bit of a funk recently, I'm not gonna lie. We're getting towards this holiday season, and things just get kind of busy, and sometimes you need to be able to get a little bit more excited about playing Magic. That's when I'm like, ooh, well, what haven't I done recently? Let's play some Historic. So most of this week's going to be Historic. I hope you don't mind. If you have other formats that you want to see, I've had questions about people wanting to know if I do Brawl. And the short answer to that question is no, but if I have enough interest in doing Brawl, if I have enough folks in the comments that are like, yeah, we'd love to see you do some Brawl, I would dive into that for a little bit. It'd be fun. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. It'd be great. So we've got a nice 1-2-3 punch right here. Kind of curious if I should lead in with the Pelt Collector first. Yeah, I think I'm going to lead in with the Pelt Collector. Without having anything to block the Shepherd, to protect the Shepherd, I want to protect her just a bit. And our opponent is definitely taking their time. Did they time out? Or are they really... Or do they see the name? I've heard this before. Ooh, is this going to be mono red? This is going to be mono red. Oh, hot garbage. This is going to be mono red. There we go. Give them a little something to think about. Ooh, Sunscorched Desert. Love that card. I suspect you're not coming in, good sir. Lightning Strike. Shock. Wizard's Lightning. Cool. Beaumont Courier. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. I am a really weird Jeep. Let's go through and ram through the Lava Runner. Still want to protect that. He's going to have enough direct damage. I want to wait until absolutely necessary. I've got enough to be able to sit down and start drawing blockers, which is really what you need against a mono red deck. I mean, he doesn't have the 3 red mana, so if he does have Chain Whirler in hand, he doesn't really have the ability to cast it right now, which is okay. Soulscar Mage, that should have been, yeah, another Beaumont Courier, very nice. Sure. Another mana would be beautiful. Let's go in and swing. Give our friend a moment of pause here. We'll have to put the perfect down next turn. Let him burn all of his spells here. So does he have the mana to do both? No, he doesn't. So he's going to lose cards here whenever the Beaumont Couriers die. Doesn't have the red mana. I love that he went with the old school mountains. I love that. Yeah, so you're taking a 50-50 shot on which cards you're going to be losing here. Interesting choices. Another Beaumont Courier, very nice. There we go. Are we going to outrun a red deck? Hazoret, very nice. Indestructible. No, you can have that, good sir. Because that taps you down. All for more things to kill. And I think that's game. I think we just beat Mono Red. With elves, no less. Sure? Sure? And the rest of it's good game. Very nice, good sir. Very nice. That's a good deck. Hazoret, Beaumont Courier. Boy, the Soulsucker Mage, that brings back some memories of the Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation era. We got lucky. Usually they have way more direct spells than that. Because I was like, but again, that's why, like, when you're playing against Mono Red, like, they're going to burn out quickly. That's why I was really surprised that he attacked with both Beaumont Couriers, because I'm like, all I need to do is block one and you're losing some of those cards. Like, the whole reason why you put the Beaumont in is to pull cards back into your hand. Oof. Oof. This should be an interesting turn. Let's see what we've got. So this is definitely turn 1 Llanowar Elf into Steel Leaf Champion next turn. And then they've got problems like right off the bat. Which is why I love Steel Leaf so much. Fabled Passage. Thoughtseize. Interesting choice. We're going to keep that Blossoming Defense on hand. So if he's got a removal spell, he's going to be targeting Steel Leaf Champion right now. Rotting Registrar, you say? Cool. One, two, three, four, five. Not quite enough to be able to pull that off yet. No, we're going to hold. We're going to let him discard the card first. I love me some Reggie, but there are some occasions where that is not the best choice. Null Priest. I'm trying to figure out what this deck's doing. Assassin's Trophy. Sure. I don't think he realizes what he just did. Because now he's going to want to block here. Block there. Okay, we will Blossoming Defense our Steel Leaf. Cool. Wasn't enough. I totally forgot about the... Oh, he's got another Registrar. He's got another Registrar. That's awesome. As in, it's not awesome. So we need some card draw quick, or this is going to go really bad. Interesting that he's just holding on to that. Collected Company, what's he going for? Interesting. He's going to drop the card in his hand. That was the other fiend. You're going to take our ram through? Sure, let's do the damage here. So when you swing in, I can take it out. No thanks. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why you would do that because it goes right back to your hand. Okay, that works. Gilded Goose, you say? No, you can have that. What's he pulling out? Another fiend food? Yep, he's just going to keep pulling the fiends out. I think that's it. Because I think we're going to kill both of those and then still do 21 points of damage. Woo! Alright, elves. Very nice. Very nice. That was a cool deck. I like that. I like that. I think we're going to get one more in. One more in with the elves before we go. As this is the second time I'm recording, it's getting a little late tonight. I'm getting a little tired. I still have one more I've got to do tonight. At least. If I'm going to try to get back, I am trying to get back to my normal schedule. I think that's kind of been super frustrating for me. When you get into those kind of those creator funks where you're just like, there are just days legitimately where it comes down like, I don't know that I could sit down and actually not only play Magic, but let alone sit down and try to record and try to be happy and positive at the same time when you're just kind of getting a little into a funk. I've often heard that content creators refer to it as the treadmill, and sometimes getting on the treadmill is kind of rough, and I completely agree with that. Ooh, he shocky-shockied. 4? Thoughtseize. I don't know. The Chandler, maybe? Like, there's nothing super exciting in there. Like, there's nothing game-breaking in there. Chandler's probably your best choice. So then I'm going to go through and do the Llanowar into +2 on the Preserver. Okay. Gonna regret that in a second. Or do you have all the removal in the world? Sure does. All the removal in the world. That's what we've got. So why did I do that before the Preserver? Because I want the mana out there to dump into the Preserver. I totally forgot that card existed. We're just genuinely going control, aren't we? So what we need to bank on is we're going to pull another creature. That's what we need to bank on. Probably could have gone with just one of those. But I wanted the free mana out there. Of course not. Might as well do the damage at least. That's a 5. Wrath of God, you say? My goodness, this is an ultra control deck. Well, guess we're just waiting now. Yeah, I've got bad feelings all over this. I don't think we're out of the running yet. Yep, pull that in. Because I already cast the other one, so there's no point in doing it again. So her ability. They needed how you have the other castle, the castle in Weiss Castle Ardenvale, where you can create a 1/1 creature. They need one that just, like, you know, tap 3 in this to make a 1/1 elf creature. Oh, okay, we're going to do Elspeth Conquer Death. Cool. So I think we're going to go ahead and concede this one, because I don't see any pathway to victory at that juncture. We are well played out. So anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below how you made your Mono Green Historic Elf deck. And until next time, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.